everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Rivers' Chargers going up against Moore's Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This offense has a few playmakers. If they're going to go downfield, they often look the way of Stills.
He loves to run the deep routes, loves to get downfield and make the big catches, and he does it with flair.
2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Jerry Atauchu brings him down. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, and thinking along with the offensive coordinator here, I think he felt like he could pop one big because the defense has been aggressive today. Instead, they figured it out and made a nice play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. From the gun, Rivers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now more. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
One man in the backfield. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
Third down now following the run. 1 receiver left, that's Allen. On 3rd down, Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. This will be caught at the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with a J. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1 receiver left, that's Allen. Trying to shake off the interception from the left. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Mario Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
He's got his man. It's Williams. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. Sets up the screen to Gordon. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They come out here in the eye. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And here's another and now look at him go. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Cameron Wake may have begun his career in Canada, but in the NFL, he's been one of the top pass rushers since he's entered the league.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So now here come the Dolphins. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Let's go. Moore now. Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw, Rivers. He's got time. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
They run again with a J. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here we go now. Over.
Now it's a J. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, we got tight left. Free down.
This is a J. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. 1
receiver left, 3 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. And he has Carew. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads And those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, on trots the Dolphins field goal unit and Andrew Franks.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. 2nd down, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go now.
Here's Ajayi. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
All right, here we go.
Now Moore. And caught by Cameron right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Rivers to throw it. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They'll come out in the pistol. More now. It's caught by Carew. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Dolphins have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They run with Ajayi, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Does the big boy have the juice? And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Stills over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 19 yards there. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down. Now Moore. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something...
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ten yards still left on second down. One receiver left, that's Allen. Out of his end zone, Rivers. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Finding time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
But they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Rivers on 1st down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Chargers are going to have a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Rivers. Survey, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. One receiver left, that's Allen. Second down, Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll throw again. Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run the
ball. Johnny hit. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete.
And he loses the football a second time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And a cutback left and a crease here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Let's go!
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Moore now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Now Moore. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jelani Jenkins coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. A first down throw here for Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jelani Jenkins in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The former Bill, Mario Williams, on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. 9th
play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
On 3rd down, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Allen has it, left side. Back now in Miami. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. first and 10. Rivers. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second down, Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Moore now. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Here we go now. 3.
Now Moore. And Stills over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw again. Caru's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. It's complete. Stills. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. More now. And he has Carew. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now Moore. It's caught. Cameron, left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The carry here for the big tight end. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now San Diego getting set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. He's
got time. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Keenan Allen in the final minute, and the Chargers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's back to throw, and Cameron has it over the middle. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and it's third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click.